Check in on the markets with Business Editor Ticky Fullerton. Ticky, the market, a bit of a shocker today for investors.
Yes, afternoon, Kieran. It was a huge fall, 2.5 month low, down 2.15%, and that was really taking a lead from Wall Street, which had a shocker, the tech stocks, but also, the oil prices down, the energy sector fell as a result. That's a demand story, a lack of demand story, but all through the banking sector down as well. CSL had some bad news on an AstraZeneca trial, one of those COVID vaccines, so that's been put on hold, although they're playing that down. CSL fell 2.5%. That's a big company, and an enormous company, GrainCorp, was down 8.6%. Now, the reason for that is slightly less clear. It could well be that they've announced they've had to pay out some insurance because they actually had a bumper crop, but they had to insure against drought, and that is costing $70 million. There was also quite a low-priced big grain trade, but it could also be the market catching up with last week's China ban on the big grain exporters, CBH, from over there. So a few things in motion, yeah.
And business generally seems to be getting a bit more vocal, Ticky, when it comes to criticism of governments.
Well, you and I have been talking about what's happened since that big announcement by the Victorian Premier Dan Andrews extending the shutdown, and how vocal business has been. But, I mean, it continues. Today we've got Ian Bailey, the MD of Kmart. He says you've taken by surprise, and it will have been a 12-week shutdown for his stores, and, they're very, very concerned. So it goes to the criticism. We've had Bernie Brooks as well, former Myer CEO. He's very worried. He's talking about a scorched earth policy in Melbourne. We've got the Myer results tomorrow, by the way. But also in China, the federal government's attitude towards China. There's a lot of CEOs, business leaders now behind the scenes saying, please calm down, take a step back, because the sort of ratcheting up after the two reporters have now had to come back to Australia. This is not good. And so companies like A2, of course, Andrew Forrest, very concerned as well. There's a growing vocal protest, if you like, by business, both Victoria and China, which we haven't seen before. I think it's very worrying.
Ticky, thanks for that.